What's up, guys? Today I wanted to take the time to show off some of my favorite video games in my collection. I've been collecting video games super heavily since I was like 16 years old. Sadly, I've had this on my collection multiple times and having to like recollect and get back all my stuff again. But today I don't know, maybe about 10 or so video games in my collection that I wanted to show that hold something special to my heart. I'll explain why I like the game, how I got it, how expensive is it, and was it like a gift or who'd I go with or something like that. You know, me and my girlfriend always like to travel, and anytime I travel I'm like, well, let's see what their video game stores got, man. So that's what I wanted to do today. I also want to say thank you for 50 fucking subscribers. Oh, dude, first minute. I don't even make money from this shit anyways. Thank you for 50 subscribers. This means a lot. And like obviously you look at that number like, dude, that's a pipsqueak number. That don't mean nothing. But I couldn't fit 50 people in my house without being overwhelmed. And so just to have that many people just take the time to even just support like that and click that subscribe button or whatever. It's such a small thing, but to me it means a lot just because people actually fuck with my interests as much as I fuck with them myself. And so I just wanted to say thank you for that. Also, if you guys get me to 100 subscribers, I will go out and I'll buy a good webcam. This is literally the On brand from Walmart. So if that doesn't say anything, I don't know what will. But if I continue to get support, I'll make sure that my content looks better. In this video too, I will try to work on my voice being turned up to a good volume. I had a comment about that. And I had a comment from my homie Gage, shout out Gage, love you bro, on adding gameplay to my videos about the games I'm talking about, which I will try to do. I'm not going to make any promises because I don't want to say, yes I will, and then I get to the editing stage, I'm like, man, fuck this shit, I don't want to do it. I don't know, I'm just struggling to find a way to like screen record videos or get videos from my Xbox to my PC. I don't know why I'm struggling so, but without further ado, I'll show off some of my favorite games. This is in no particular order unless I say, this is my absolute favorite. If I don't say that, it probably isn't my absolute favorite. But without further ado, I'm going to start it off. Starting off with Kirby's Return to Dreamland. This game is probably the most nostalgic game ever for me, at least personally. And as someone who might like Kirby a little bit, this game is like what really solidified my love for this gaming franchise. I had the 20th anniversary as a kid. My dad went and got. We didn't have enough money to get a Wii U, and so that game was at the end of the Wii's lifespan, or whatever. And my dad went out and got me that. But I really was like, these games are good, but I want a newer Kirby game. And my dad went out and bought this for us. I think it was at GameStop. And he went out and got this. I think this game goes for like $35 now, maybe 40. I don't know. I've owned it for a while, so I don't check the statistics of how much it's gonna cost. But this game is easily like one of the most fun games I've ever played. Me and my brother just replayed it this year. I just turned 20, so I was 19 I think when we replayed it. And even still as a grown fucking man, this game is phenomenally fun. And there's a remake for it. I do own the remake. I haven't played it yet. I want to. But I have like a weird situation with owning a Nintendo Switch right now and moving out. And when I move out, I'm not taking the Switch with me. So why would I want to start a game that I probably won't have done by the time I move out? Or if I move out, then I have to redo it all. You know what I mean? Regardless, stupid fucking rant there, okay? This game means absolutely everything to me. I am kind of like a person who hates like the gimmicks in a Kirby game sometimes. Like Triple Deluxe. I don't like the Rainbow Kirby who eats everything. Like it's fun the first handful of times, but then it gets super overplayed. You know what I mean? But this one, it always feels good. You know, you have like the Mega Sword, you have like the giant fucking fire and the electric one, or the beam, it's the beam that like, you know, you gotta like aim around the map or whatever. And the fact that like, you know, my brother could play as Meta Knight, King Dedede, and Waddle Dee was always so cool. Or he could play as like Kibi, that little yellow Kirby if he wanted to. Just the fact that there was just so much actual like dynamics here was so fun. Even from like the mini games of like throwing the like ninja stars at the targets and whatnot. Me and my brother had so much fun as a kid, and even now just trying to compete on that and see who could do better, you know. And also they have like the fighting the giant robo King Dedede or whatever. That was also super fun. And they had one more, I'm trying to think of it, but now I'm having a brain fart. Do they have it on the back? No, they don't. But even like just riding on each other's backs and stuff like that, I always was super fun for me as a kid. You know, you can like stack up on each other and whatnot. I'm trying to think what the actual name is called for those special abilities. I don't know. I'll look it up. I'll probably show it up. Anyways, just super dope. Even from like all the copy abilities in this fucking game, and they added more in the remake, which is so sick. They had like mech and sand. I know they added sand, but I think mech is the other one. Regardless, this game was just so dope from all the copy abilities. From it was the arena. You can play the arena, and they had challenges. Oh my god, I obsessed over those fucking challenges. Even as a grown fucking man, I still obsessed over them. My brother hated them, but I always wanted to do these motherfucking challenges, dude. Like sword challenge, get through the stage at this amount of time, collect this many coins, kill this many enemies, whatever. You know, you get a gold medal. I always wanted all them gold medals, man. Call me a Jew the way I want these gold medals. Anyways, this game's badass. YouTube, don't demonetize me over a fucking joke. Next up is Kirby Air Ride. I actually didn't get to play this one as a kid, but I got this the first time when I was 16. I've sold this game twice. This is my second time owning it. I sold it once. This is my second time owning it. And I sold it when I was 16. I got fired from Target. Fuck you, Target. I'll steal again. And, yeah, I got fired from Target, and before I became a plumber, I was like, fuck, I need car money for my car insurance and car payments and shit, so I sold a lot of my collection. Because when I started collecting or whatever, I was like 16, and then, you know, I was like 18, I was like, fuck, I need money, man. I need some motherfucking money, man! So I sold my shit, which is so stupid. I sold a lot of good stuff of mine. I sold, like, my OG Silent Hill I had as well. Regardless, not the point, sorry. But this game is sick. It's kind of shit, but it's kind of good. Like, it's really weird. It's like it's so bad it's good, you know? Like, the controls were really weird. I mean, I got used to them as I played more, but it just always felt, like, odd. You know what I mean? And I think in the remake of it, or not the remake, it's like a re-edition, like what they really wanted to do the first time, I'm guessing. He's going to be able to fix these issues. I really enjoyed City Trial the most, and I don't think that's, like, crazy to say. I think everyone enjoyed City Trial. But I liked all the different, like, carts and stuff like that, and how they were all so different. Like, you had, like, that giant one that you, like, had to charge up, and then it drove until you had to, like, recharge it. It's, like, bulk something. And then they had that one that, like, had super sharp turns. It was, like, a diamond. And they got the Warp Star, obviously, and the little blue plane and shit that Waddle Dee is riding on in his amiibo that they just announced. But, I mean, I don't have too many fond memories of this game. You know, like, I got it because I am a huge Kirby fan, and I played it, and I enjoyed it for what it is. I'm really excited for the remaster, or the re-edition of this. The reimagine of Kirby Air Ride. I'm really excited for it just because how it's going to be more fleshed out, and it's going to look really good. This game doesn't really look good even on a GameCube, I'd say. I like the fast-paced races, but I was just really bad at this game when I last played it, if I remember correctly, and I just didn't enjoy it. I got this at Last Stop, which is a local retro store, and sadly, in this copy, I don't own the fucking manual, and the case is, like, gross, low-key. Like, you can see, like, smudges and stuff, and I tried to clean it, but fuck do I know. But anyways, yeah, this is Kirby Air Ride. I don't have, like, too many fond memories of it. I just got it because I'm a Kirby fan, but this game is kind of expensive, and with the remake, this made me, like, really appreciate this game a little bit more, if that makes sense. Code Veronica, specifically for the GameCube. This was the last GameCube game I needed to complete my Resident Evil GameCube collection. I own every single game possible on the GameCube. That's Resident Evil. That worded that really bad. Every Resident Evil game ever made on the GameCube I own in my hands, okay? And I'll even prove that with my next one. I have a rare one I'll show. But this game was fucking expensive. This was like $160. I got it at Last Stop. But at Last Stop, I got my wallet on me, don't I? Yes, I do. Look at South Park. At Last Stop, they do these things where they will, like, give you these little stamp cards, and you can fill them up. Here's a full one right here, right? You spend like $10 on used video games, they'll give you a stamp. And I saved up a bunch, and it was my birthday. Oh my god, camera focus. It was my birthday this month in October. I guess it's November today. But in October was my birthday. My stepdad went and got me, like, some gift cards for Last Stop, because they do, like, little gift cards. And so I took the gift cards that my stepdad got me. Thanks, Aaron. And I went and used them on this, and I used a bunch of my saved game stamp cards, and I got this for pretty much fucking free. And it is complete. It has the manual. It has the games. which is something I think is so badass and whatnot. And this is just such a dope game as well. Code Veronica, I think, is the hardest Resident Evil. Maybe Zero could give it a run for its money, but truth be told, really happy I own this. I got this with my girlfriend, actually. She was there with me when I bought it, and we celebrated together because that was just such a hard game for me to find, and once I found it, it was super expensive, and so I had to wait and wait and wait and hope no one bought it, and thankfully no one did, and now I own it. Now to prove I own every GameCube Resident Evil, the motherfucking preview disc. Okay? This thing's not for resale. Not for resale. Don't sell this shit, they said. Well, how did I get it? eBay. Yeah, no cool story with this one. I actually had a friend named Kenny who owns a retro gaming stop here in town where I live. And I love him. Shout out OG Kenny. I love you, bro. He was actually holding on to this for me for my 19th, 18th birthday, one of those two. But I was just so broke because I lost my fucking job at Target. I just told him, sell it. Just sell it, man. I'll try to get it next time. Well, next time never came around, and I was losing patience. I was like, fuck, I gotta buy it. I'm just gonna buy it on eBay. I bought it on eBay. Now, I don't like buying things on eBay. Personally, I think it's not as, like, real as a collector to buy things on eBay. This one didn't come with a manual. It's a preview disc, obviously, but we do have the little art on the disc right there, just Leon and the big cheese. But no, it's not only just Resident Evil 4, and there's actually so much things that are different from this game and like the final Resident Evil 4 if you've ever actually had the opportunity to play it. There's a guy's YouTube video I also watched on it who goes into a little bit more depth as someone, like, he actually compared them side by side or whatever, looked at them, like the storage menu was way different. Instead of the briefcase, it's a lot different. And whatnot. It was just a very unfinished version of Resident Evil 4 that they did as like a demo disc. They also have Code Veronica, Resident Evil 3, 2, 1, and 0. It's the remake of 1, though. It's not the OG one. It's hard to see on the back here because of the fucking glare. Right here. It shows them all, right? This is just something super dope to own. I mean, will I ever play this for fun outside of like the research I did for what's the difference between this and the original? No. I probably won't play this just because, like, why would I play it when I own, like, 16 copies of Resident Evil 4? I won't. But it's just cool to have. It's cool to, you know, display up on my shelf and whatnot. It sucks I got that on eBay. But this one, I didn't get on eBay. This one is probably top 2 of my favorite things in my collection. Kirby and the Crystal Shards, complete in box. Has a little plastic box on it right now, and I don't feel like taking it out because I'm really scared of, like, breaking and ruining stuff. I do own this game loose, though, so if I do ever want to play it, I can just take my loose copy of the game and just plug it into an N64. I don't have an N64 anymore, though, now that I think about it. I had the green one, the blue one, and the purple one, and they all got sold throughout me being a collector. So, I don't have an N64 anymore. I want the purple one back. But anyways, this game is so fun. I actually played this game on the 20th anniversary game, which I'll talk about next, with my brother as a kid a lot. We take turns from eating the power-ups together. I loved the fridge mechanic where, like, you, like, eat ice and electric and you could, like, shoot out food to heal yourself. So fucking dope. So dope. I also really enjoyed the mini games they had with this. Probably the most nostalgic I've ever felt in my life is playing these mini games. From, like, like, it was that one that's like a checkered board and you, like, aim your guy and he shoots a line of, like, color and he knocks them all off if you're standing in the way. It's right there. This camera's, like, inverted, and so I'm trying to, like, oh yeah, but I'm wrong. It's that one right there. They also got, like, this fruit basket mini game where you, like, bump into each other and you'll turn around and you catch some stuff, some fruit and whatnot. And they had, like, a race one too. But I just remember so much that, like, checkerboard game was absolutely me and Caden's favorite. Shout out my brother. I love you to death. And this game wouldn't mean so much to me without that nostalgic property of having my brother to play with. How I got this game, sadly my grandpa lost his house, and so we had to go clean it out and take some souvenirs home and whatnot. I actually went and bought out Richie, my rattlesnake head. Shout out Richie. I actually bought that in Texas. But also while I bought that in Texas, I also bought this in Texas. So, very happy to have this. Really expensive. I mean, maybe not to, like, some people, but 160 bucks, kind of fucking expensive. But yeah, I'm really happy to own this. This is easily one of my favorite things in my collection, probably top 3 without a doubt. And yeah, I just wanted to show that one off. So, alright, next is the Kirby 20th Anniversary Edition. This game was, I think, the first Kirby game I ever owned, honestly, that my dad got me and my brother. I remember we saw a commercial for it on Cartoon Network at my grandmother's house, and I was like, oh my god, I want that. I want that so bad, Grandma. Grandma, I want it. And she went and told my dad, and then it was under my Christmas tree. This game is so dope, though. This sadly isn't my childhood copy. I don't know where that is. Like, I didn't sell it. I just don't know where it is. I think it might be at my dad's house, but I don't think so. I brought everything from my dad's house to my house now. Regardless, though, this game has like 6. Yeah, it has 6 like older Kirby games that you could play on the Wii, which is just super cool. It had Kirby's Dream Land, Adventure, Dream Land 2 and 3, Superstar, and then obviously the Crystal Shards game I was just talking about. This game is just so dope. It has like challenge stages as well, which I also talked about in like the first game I talked about, Kirby's Return to Dreamland, how I just love these challenge stages, and I don't know why, but I love these as a kid, and I play the fuck out of them. I also really enjoyed like the Kirby's history and whatnot. You could like run down this hallway and like you could see all the Kirby history. Me and my brother just took a peek at this literally 3 days ago, and we're like, it feels so weird that it stops at 2012. I'm like, oh my god, 2012 was 13 years ago. We played this game 13 fucking years ago. You know what I mean? Like, it was like a whole like weird dilemma where you find out that time is evil. But no, I just remember playing this so much. I remember loving Kirby Superstar the most from this game, probably, just because that was like the most easy way to play 2-player. You know, I'd go eat a guy and I'd turn him into my buddy, and then my brother Caden would play as my buddy. I also loved Kirby's Dream Land 3 so fucking much with Rick and Koo and that fish I can't remember the name of. That one was also extremely fun. I remember, I have like a core memory of when I was younger, my dad had roommates, and they were both named Dan. And they moved out when I was like 5 years old, so this was like, they'd come over later to hang out with my dad or whatever. And we had, both of them were named Daniel. And so we had Little Dan, who was like a rapper and like chill guy, and we had Big Dan, who's like this army veteran who like almost lost his head and like can't hear well. He's kind of out there a little bit. But I love Big Dan. And I remember Big Dan was watching us play, and I kept being in front. I was like, Caden, get behind me, being like a jackass older brother that I was. And Big Dan's like, why don't you let Caden go in front of y'all, because he got more health? And that like changed my whole world. And I was like, yeah, maybe Caden should go in front so he has more health and I don't die. And I don't know, that just changed my whole perspective on co-op games. It's just a really fond memory. I ended up getting this copy of it down in Texas, though. Actually, the same place I got this Kirby game is called Found It Electronics. Probably like my favorite video game store I've ever been to. Maybe, what is it called? It's like Lucky 7 Gaming, or like Level Up Gaming in Colorado is also really good. But I don't think I have anything in this video from there. But anyways, yeah, this game is just super sick, super nostalgic for me and my brother. It's a Silent Hill 3 Japanese version, which is cheaper than the North American version, which I do own, but I like the Japanese 3 version more because of all the language options and whatnot. And I like my Japanese PS2 way more than my American PS2. I have a white Japanese PS2 and I have a black American PS2. But this game is just super dope. I don't have a Silent Hill 3 tattoo, but I really want that save icon that Heather sees in the mirror. I really want that tattooed on me. Not a lot to say on this one. I got it on eBay, sadly. I started playing it for my girlfriend, got frustrated, and I told her I wanted to get better at it before I played it for her. I don't know. I'm weird about that. Like, if I'm bad at a game, I want to get good at it before I play it in front of my girlfriend for some reason. This is probably like my favorite cover on a game. Devil May Cry 3 Special Editions. Dante and Virgil clashing swords. And in the back, please just don't glare and just show them. Look at that. That's just so fucking sick, ain't it? This game is just so dope. I actually played it on Steam, my first time I ever played Devil May Cry 3. And just like the whole combo, like abilities and shit and everything like that really changed my life. And I really found out I'm a huge hack and slash fan. I was not until I played Devil May Cry 3. I am now a big fan of it. I'm playing the God of War franchise right now. Sadly, I got this game off eBay, so there's not like any nice backstory with it. And yeah, I mean, I like the game, and I just thought the cover was super dope. It is the Japanese version though. Biohazard for the Sega Saturn. I actually got this for $35. I still haven't taken off the price sticker. Oops. I got this one in Texas, but I did not get this one at Found Electronics. I was like running really low on my spending money, and my girlfriend convinced me to buy it, and I'm glad she did. This is the Japanese version of the very first Resident Evil, and I just think it's super sick to own. You know, I think the cover is just super like ominous and like untelling. Like it's just blue, and it's got like a figure of a guy kinda. But I don't know, not much to say. I got this one in Texas. I've played the first Resident Evil how many times? I don't know. I can't even count. I don't own a Sega Saturn, and I especially don't own a Japanese Sega Saturn, so I haven't played this one, so I don't know if anything's different with it, but it's still just kind of cool to own. I don't want to hold you guys any much longer. It's already been 23 minutes. Who knows how long this will be with editing, so I'm going to try to make this last one fast. Shout out my girlfriend for getting me this. I think it was like 140 bucks, but it's the Resident Evil 4 Special Edition Steelbook from GameStop, released in 2008. I'd like to say. If you open it up, it has a lot of content in here. Obviously, it's going to have Resident Evil 4. This is probably my cleanest copy of the GameCube RE4 I've seen. Literally not a fucking scratch on this guy. Super good looking. You open it up, it's got the disc, it's got the nice manual and whatnot. And what else is inside of this steelbook? It has like a certificate of authenticity, which is kind of cool. You can kind of see it there. I own 46,261 out of 48,000. Has like this picture of Leon, I guess. Yeah, that's my boy. And then it has this like little Brady Games like book, and it has like a little like page of like every game. It's like, oh, how you beat this game and this game, and it just kind of goes through the first 4. It just gives you like little tips and tricks. This little back cover is super sick right here. Not Ashley, fuck Ashley. But this thing right here looks really dope. Could be like a little poster if you wanted it to be. It's got like the liquor on it. It's got like a zombie dog on the bottom. It's kind of hard to tell. The liquor up here is up here in that top corner, and the dog's in the bottom middle. And that's all it really has. I mean, a little underwhelming in a way, but I mean, it's better than just the game, like the RE5 one. You know what I mean? My girlfriend got me this when we were in Minneapolis. Level Up Games. Then what's the Colorado one? I don't know. Fuck Colorado Game Store. I didn't even show a damn game from that thing. Level Up was in Minneapolis, and we went and got stuff there. I mean, my girlfriend bought that for me actually, and I also got Resident Evil 2 on the GameCube. I got that there. It wasn't in my video today, but I got that there. Resident Evil 4 is my favorite video game of all time. I even got it labeled on me. I got it behind my ear as well. Not that any of you guys care, but I just showed you how much I love this game. I got all these fucking posters behind me. Got one there, 2 there. Yeah, so I think that will do. I think that's everything I wanted to show. Actually lied. I wanted to show this real quick. Kirby Forgotten Land display case. Thank you, Kenny. That was for my birthday a couple years ago, and I love this thing. Alright, so I just got everything put away finally now. I put all my gaming stuff back, and I just wanted to take this little short time at the end of the video to say thank you once again for 50 subscribers. Let's get to 100. That'd be fucking sick. And then I'll get a better webcam and whatnot. Hopefully I'll have enough money by then. But yeah, dude, I just wanted to say thank you once again for like the 200 views on the Silent Hill F remake. Make sure you like, comment, please let me know how this video was for you guys. I tried a plethora of things, from pausing in between showing stuff to like just kind of like making it feel more smooth and more full and whatnot. So any form of feedback is like super appreciated for the channel and for me or whatever. I'm just trying to make good content about stuff that I like, and if you know you guys like it and I like doing it, I'll just continue to pump videos out. Once again, sorry for not doing weekly videos. I think I said this in my last Silent Hill video that it's probably just not going to be a thing anymore, which sucks. But I'm going to try to get at least 1 to 2 videos out a month. It sucks when I work construction and now I'm back in trade school as well, and you know, I got a band, I got a girlfriend, I got friends and stuff like that. And sadly, video games get put on the back burner, and if video games are getting put on the back burner of me even getting to play them, so is making videos about them, which sucks. And I'm going to try to get back to it. I don't know, maybe I'll just like quit my band and play video games all day. Kidding, I love Desecration, that was a joke. Please don't kill me, Stone, Chad and Caden. Anyways, this is Eric Loves Zombies. You can call me Eric, AJ, but I'm not your daddy. And I'll see you guys in the next fucking video.